Hey guys, welcome back for another shed vlog update. I know there haven't been too many of these, but it's just been really difficult to do. Basically, this isn't a full-time project. I just throw whatever time I have spare at it. So it's an hour here, an hour there. And it's hard enough setting up all the tools and getting ready and working out what I've got to do without having to set up the camera and all that. So I had planned and hoped that I could film a lot more of the project than I did, but we're just sort of doing these progress updates rather than showing you every step along the way. But the last time I filmed some B-roll, which I don't think I've actually shown yet, so I'll include that in this video, I installed the handrails. So they're all done now. Well, I'd only done one when I filmed the last time, but all three are in now. So that's good. There's somewhere to lean on now. I've pretty much done the roof, so all the 200mm purlins, which are the main beams, they're up there. Then I've got the top hats on those, and they're 75mm top hats. So it took me about 10 hours to install all the top hats, but I've done that. So that was a lot of fun. I did that one by myself. Thankfully, they're not too heavy, so that wasn't too bad. It was more just screwing in the 1,000 and something screws to secure them. And then I've just done, there's been a lot of work I've done that hasn't really made a huge difference visually, so a lot of just strengthening things and tidying things up and all that sort of stuff. So I spent a few days doing that. But today I have my dad coming over, and then I've got my father-in-law, and we're putting on the roof. So I've ordered all the ColourBond that is here. We have a lot of ColourBond, so that's all sitting in the driveway. We have to get it down here to the shed and then install it on the roof. And they're 10-meter long sheets, so that doesn't cover the entire roof in one go, but there'll be a join. But anyway, 10-meter long ColourBond sheets. They're going to be very heavy and very hard to get up 3.5 meters. So really looking forward to having to do that. A few of you have asked what materials I use or the specifications of the materials, so I'll quickly run through that. The posts are 100 by 100 galvanized steel, and they're 4mm thick. I purchased them in 8-meter lengths. They weighed, I think, just over 100 kilos each. And some of them I had to put the whole 8 meters in the hole, and I lifted those by myself, so that was a lot of fun. I had really, really badly bruised shoulders afterwards. My whole shoulder was purple for a few days. But anyway, I got them in. No one was killed, so that's good, or even hurt, apart from my shoulder, but it got over it. So they're the posts. Then for the bearers, we have 150 by 50 galvanized steel bearers, and again 4mm thick, again about 100 kilos for the 8-meter lengths. and they went in relatively easy. Cut slots for them in the post, so they slot in, then I welded all the way around, so extremely strong. No chance they're ever coming out or breaking or whatever, and they'll take a huge amount of weight. They're only spanning 3 meters, so they can span much further than that for the weights we'll be putting on them, or the weight we'll be putting on them. But yeah, 3 meters, so it's really overkill, the spec that I've built it to. Massively over-engineered, but that's how I like to do things. So the greatest span I have for any of the structural stuff for the flooring is 3 meters. So we've got the posts, the 100 by 100 posts, the 150 by 50 bearers spanning 3 meters. Then spanning 3 meters across them is the joists, and they're C-purlins, and they're 100 millimeters. And we've spaced them at 45. So standard spacing, and they're only going 3 meters. So it feels extremely solid. And then the front deck that I've put on it, I've used 200 by 50 millimeter cypress pine sleepers. So I'm going to sand them back and give them a sort of a nice finish, even though it is just a work area. And the reason I went with such overkill for decking is that I want to drive things like my mower, and my mower almost weighs 1 ton. And I don't have too many flat areas on the property because we do live on a hill. So having a flat deck that can take the weight of the mower with ease, so then I can jack it up and, you know, sharpen blades, change tires, do whatever other maintenance needs to be done. So that's what that's for. So that's why it's overkill, and I'm not too worried about the look of the deck because, yeah, it is a work surface. I'll be doing welding and, yeah, mower maintenance. And then on the roof, I have 200 millimeter C-purlins. They're massive. And the reason I've gone with that is because the roof has to span 9 meters without any support. So we have a big, strong support in the middle, which is the wall of the shed, but they have to span 9 meters. So that's why I went with the 200 millimeter C-purlins there. And then they've got the 75 millimeter top hats on top, and they're only spaced at 800. So I think 900 is the standard spacing there, but I went with a few extras, shrunk it by 100 mil, and yeah, just makes it a bit stronger. We do get high winds here, so I'm going to be double screwing each end, so it'll be nice and tight, locked down, and can't go anywhere. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. I'm about to start probably another 10 or 11 hour day putting on Colorbond sheets, and my body's already hurting massively from the previous few days of doing a few bits here and there. So today's going to be brutal, but I'm very excited to see the roof go on. So I've got to install some Sisolation first. Obviously I'll be wrapping the whole shed in that because condensation's bad. And yeah, it'll be pretty awesome to have a roof on it finally, and then walls and all that sort of stuff will follow over the next week or so. Yeah, so that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and sorry there hasn't been a whole heap of these.